Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and tonight I'm going to be doing the March reading for the tarot sign of, the zodiac sign of Taurus for March 2021. Okay. It's still a general collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find it starts resonating at a later date and time, it's because it is fortune telling and it hasn't happened yet. You're more than welcome to come back and watch, rewatch videos on the site or on my channel. And I do have extendeds posted on Patreon, and if you're interested in that. Okay? So if you like the channel, please hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon for notifications further. You guys would not believe how much of a difference that makes in growing the channel. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm pulling one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and as always, I have pre-shuffled the cards. So Taurus, Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. There we go. And then I'm going to pull two cards from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. Alright, so we have Angels and Ancestors. Sage, it's telling you to be devoted and committed. Okay, be devoted and committed. Alright, that's that one. And Eagle is telling you to see things from a higher perspective. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do a 5-card spread. It's going to be past, present, future. Advice from Spirit, sorry. And the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. Alright, so our first card is the past, and it is the Four of Swords. It's not really bad, but it is resting and reflecting. This is where you'd go to do a life review. The knights of old used to come home out of battle or come in out of battle, and they would walk into their tombs and lay on their caskets, and they would contemplate everything that happened. Why did they survive? Why didn't they survive? Were they fighting? What were they fighting for? Was it a just cause? Was it worth all the other things? How did they want to move forward in their life, etc. And basically they were doing a life review. It's just probably a lot more difficult and in-depth than anything that we would be facing today, since they just came out of combat and saw horrible things. Okay, the center card, the present. This means for you to stay on your path, whatever your path is. Okay, you need to face your fears, and your fears are probably not nearly as bad as you make them out to be, like the monsters under the bed. Okay, you coming out of this lake is where the Lady of the Lake threw Merlin Excalibur. Okay, she tossed it to him for King Arthur. All right, but there's a lot of nasty things down in that lake. There's monsters down there. There's demons in that lake. So if you're coming out of that lake and you're afraid of a baby dragon and what, a dog? Okay, it's a big dog. It's a dragon. I could see a little, But look, you faced things a lot worse than this in your past. Okay, because you lived in this lake too. So my point is to stay on your path. You face your fears. This is your tear it down, build it back up. What are you afraid of and why? Okay, and that'll help uncover why you have those fears. I mean, I have a fear of heights. I know exactly why I have it, and I did manage to get a little better with it, but I haven't completely gotten over it. But I did that by breaking it down. And why? This makes no sense. Why? And it was irrational. So I had to get to the center of it, and that's what the advice is for you. Okay, so you're in the present. You need to face your fears. the fact is that they're both mesmerized by the moon too. So you're probably going to just walk straight through it and walk right into the moon. You know, especially if you are a divine masculine, that's your feminine up there. The moon energy is your divine feminine. So you going to stay back and be afraid, or are you going to walk through and take the chance and stay on your path? Okay? Sorry. Okay, and in your future, you have the Nine of Pentacles. She's, there's a legend about her. There's a lot of Celtic legends. There's a meaning behind her being naked and this guy back here crying. Okay. She raises falcons, though. She raises falcons her way. She knows how to do it, and she's damn good at it. And she knows everything there is to know about them. You're not running all over her. And they call it the single card, but she's actually was married to this guy. It's a long story. But anyways, they couldn't control her. And that was the point. Because they would have married her off even if they'd had to kill him to get to her money. Okay? And they couldn't control her. And the point is, it's not control or that she's wild or she's crazy. The point is that she's strong. She's been through the ringer. She knows what she wants, and she went after it. She learned what she needed to know. And she doesn't give a flip what anybody else thinks about it. Okay? And I think that's someone you might be moving towards, or you might be becoming, okay? It typically means you have yourself together, and you know what you want, and you do what you want, okay? And you're very good at it, okay? So, Spirit's advice is not death. It's death, but it means transformation. Once you go through this, it's kind of the end of a cycle, and you transform and you're reborn. Okay, it very well. Yeah, it rarely ever, and I mean rarely ever means actual death. What it means is death is the equalizer. So when you die, what are you going to regret? Because, what did you leave undone? What did you not do? What fear did you not face? How come you didn't get to this point? You were a king. See, the king, everybody, some people think they're better than other people, but when it comes down to it, everybody is equal. We may not have equal skills or equal this or equal monetary, but the point is, in death's eyes, we're all equal. You're going to die, and I'm going to take you. Period. And it's the great equalizer. So, you need to transform. So if you do have fears, because it doesn't look like you're having a horrible thing, it's just you're resting and reflecting on some things, okay, that you need to release and heal. You have some fears. You're afraid to move forward with this. And I have a funny feeling this moon may be this female, okay, or someone similar to her, okay? And you have to do some healing, I think, basically, before you can go towards her. But you have to remember, there's a new day dawning back there, and you have to see things from a higher perspective. And now is a really lucky time to be doing anything. So, and that's what the rabbit spirit's trying to tell you. So, even if you're scared, do it anyways, because you probably, with the luck of the draw, going to make it. Okay, and the sage, being devoted and committed. You have to be devoted and committed to what it is that you want in life. And I mean, you're Taurus. You know all about that. You're strong and steady. Okay? And you have to see things from a higher perspective, and you usually do. And if you do that, if you can equalize yourself, because that flame is still there, and if you can equalize yourself and let yourself go through a transformation, then you will become the Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Wands will come in for you. This is the most probable outcome. And this is passionate. He's trying to communicate something passionately, okay, to someone. All right. So let me start clarifying these cards. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. So whatever's been going on, just stay on your path. Walk through that. Go towards that moon. Okay? Go towards that light, because that's what you want. That is your path. That is your destiny. Okay? And you're very passionate about it too. Okay? You're just conflicted. Or you're not sure how to progress, maybe. Okay, again, you have the Knight of Wands. This is a fire sign. You may not be comfortable with this energy. This is a fire sign energy. That's why you're up there contemplating, is because you want to rush forward in a passionate. It's not that it's not that you don't have passion. It's that the fire signs have their fire, their magic. They are fire and they are magic, and that's a magic wand that one's holding there. Okay, and your ships are coming in. Make no mistake, your ships are starting to come in. There's a shift. Okay, and whatever this is that you need to face your fears, this is a pentacle you've been tending to a long time. This is something that you've been nurturing. It doesn't have to be coins, it doesn't have to be material. This is something you've been nurturing for a long, long time. You need to stay on your path and not be afraid. Okay? Because the odds are you're wrong anyways. Not that doesn't sound right. The odds are you're afraid to go forward, but what you're afraid of is probably not what the truth is. You know, and it may be, I still think you're coming to this person, because you're a Taurus. You're not really usually too much afraid of anything. Okay? And you got to know you have options. You just have to use discernment with those options. Okay, so why do we have this Nine of Pentacles? And again, that's not usually how I read that card, but I'm telling you, I feel like that's someone you're trying to come towards. You're on your path. And here you go. That's the victory. That is a victory parade. That is nothing but victory. If you can do that, if you face your fears and want forward, this is something you've been nurturing for a long time. This is what you want. And it's justice if you get it. And I think it's spiritual justice, not unless you have a lawsuit or, you know, something going on in the cases. Either way, it usually works out in your favor. You have death. Okay? We have death. So let the transformation happen. Okay? It's basically you're just facing your fears. I mean, there's everything you could possibly want is just on the other side of fear. And here's your wish fulfillment. There's your wish fulfillment, Taurus. I mean, and this is the best time to do it, because you are devoted and committed. You want to move this to calmer waters. You are trying to see things from a higher perspective, and you're devoted and committed. This is what you want. Take it. Move forward. You're a bull. You're the bull. Okay? Page of Pentacles. Okay? So this is some kind of communication. It can be a small communication. It probably is. And it may even, I think you're the one giving this communication, though. It's a small like you're testing the water. Let's just see. Okay? But you really want to come in there as the Knight. You really want to come in there as the Knight of Wands. Okay? And I don't mean the part about it being a player energy. Oh, well, that's why. Because you have devil energy. Alright, so it's going to be an extremely passionate relationship. Okay? And the devil, in this sense, is like anything else can become toxic, this kind of passion can become toxic. This has got to be an old soulmate. Or, no, I don't like to use those words. It might be a twin flame. There's something major. And the only thing this warns about is when you have this much passion, sometimes it can be toxic. But you're not bound to, you are, well, technically you are bound to each other. But, you know, it's just a warning not to let it become toxic. Okay? Because this is your happiness. What you're wanting to run towards is your happiness. Okay? And see, even here, look. Look at the page. The page is in the boat. The page is the one with the sword. This is moving towards calmer waters. Where is he pointing to? Where's that page pointing to? The sun. The sun. Okay? So, you need to rest and reflect. Try and heal any issues or whatever it is. Don't get in your head. Don't get up in the Nine of Swords. Don't let yourself get into thinking. Just think about things that, you know, that you need to bring up to heal. Okay? Because if you don't, you're going to miss this. You're not seeing what the gift is. You're not seeing the gift. You're kind of so focused on everything else, you're not seeing it. And what you really need to come in, what you really want to do is rush in like the Knight of Swords, fast and furious, okay? Alright, and the reason you want to do that, you can do that, but you have to level up. This is typically not read this way, but that is definitely a teacher compensating a student. Okay, for leveling up. This is talk about spiritual. You're leveling up. And what you're going to gain there, my King of Pentacles, is the Queen. Your Queen. Okay? So let me get some messages from the Archangels. And see if they have any other messages for you. This is an amazing room. Just do it. Sound like a Nike commercial. No, this is not a promotion for Nike. I'm just saying. Just do it. It says nurture. I just had, oops, oh my gosh, I just dropped the whole deck. Hold on. Okay, I see on top, I have life review, victory, and courage. Oh, and gifts from God. Okay. Courage and gifts from God. And I'm not even going to read them. That's how they fell out. Those are the ones that were predominant. I think that's why it went out of my hand like that. I'll pick those up later. So, Taurus, I don't know what to tell you. You just do what you have to do. I mean, you have victory. And here, I will read this one, though. Archangel Jeremiah, because this is the Four of Swords energy. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay? So, and then face your fears. Because if you're nurturing someone, just because she's independent and strong and steady doesn't mean she may not be looking for love, but it's not mean she's opposed to it. Okay, so you have victory coming. Have courage. This is a gift from God. Okay, so that's all I can really say. I'm so excited. I sound like I'm yelling at you. I'm not. I'm just like, you really, and you can do this. But you're a Taurus. You can do anything. Okay. So again, I hope you take the advice and let the transformation happen and go for it. This is going to transform your life. And I don't know who that lucky woman is, but It is definitely going to transform her life. And she's more than likely open to hearing from you, at least hearing you state your case. Because this is a very loving, kind, and nurturing. And this is not the Queen of Cups. This is the Queen of Pentacles. But she's very abundant in different ways. And she is very kind and caring. And she does nurture. And she does heal. Okay? So, and then below it is take a leap of faith. So, I don't know what else to tell you. Just work through it and go for it. I hope everything works out. I hope the Spirit's guidance helps you through this situation. And it looks like an amazing time if you can do it. Have a great night. I'm going to be over on Patreon doing the extended here in just a few minutes, okay? Thanks for watching, and if you like the channel or you like the videos, please hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the little bell icon so you get notified when I do videos in the future. This is an amazing reading, and I hope you like it. Have a good night.